Okay. Uh, that sounds louder than before. Here, let me turn that down. Okay. So I'm gonna do a review here, and I'm also gonna show how to use the journal a little bit better. Uh, I'm gonna be setting it up such a way that I can use it for Sierra chart and Jigsaw. Right now it's set up for Jigsaw. I want to get Sierra chart on here. So this is my work in progress. This is someone else's Sierra chart file, and they gave it to me so I can get this working. This is a button. Anyway, so let me go and grab my text file here. So you get this text file by following these instructions. If that shouldn't be complicated. You guys can figure it out. I believe in you. So copy this. Gonna go ahead and paste that on the green cell, and then timestamp it. So I already did the timestamp. I don't remember what it was, so I'll put in like 12 minutes and 4 seconds. I don't know. So then you can take these. You have those to copy and paste into your video, which I already did that. So I guess my timestamp was 10:53. Anyway, now you can go ahead and once you're done with this, click clear, get it ready for your next day. What I've been doing with the Sierra chart, so this is the same. So if you click this button, it goes through the data and puts what's required in here. You can see it's still a little janky, so I still have to work on it. But that's the main idea, is I'm going to use, because all of these columns here is where the formulas get applied and all the magic happens. So if I can just use this page again, it'd be a lot easier. Anyway, clear that. So now let's go ahead and go to the dashboard. We can click on, this is today, the 4th, I think. So we're going to click day, and it fills it out. Good shit, looks good. So Fast Track Trading is the firm that I'm using, and they don't have commissions, so I set on the paste sheet commissions to 0. Tick value is still the same, and then I still like 20 seconds. If you want to give me money, go ahead and do that. So yeah, so the trades today were very good. We'll do a more in-depth review here in a minute. From the journal page, so you can see that this page, journal entry right here, is empty currently. So we'll go to journal, click the date that you want to do. So if you're doing today, it's always going to be the darker blue box, right? So today's Friday the 4th. Journal entry, and it takes your trades from elsewhere, brings them over here, and then you have your tags. So it's pretty cool. And then you really shouldn't have to touch anything else. The master journal is where, once I save this, your journal entries go into here. Your P&L and adjusted P&L also goes into there, so that's why these are blue. Well, I don't know. They're blue. I don't know. It looks good, I guess. Trade log is where all of your trades are going to get stored. So you should never, ideally, you should never have to touch it. But if you do, let's say these are today's trades, right? So let's say you went to your paste sheet and you accidentally time-stamped it with the wrong time. I don't know, you can't count very well. And then you have to do it again. Well, if you do it twice, you're going to end up with double trades in here, right? So like this would look like this, right? So you don't want that. So go ahead and you would have to come in here and delete it. So that's really the only thing you'd ever have to do here. Formulas page, you should never have to touch this. It's been working pretty well. I haven't had problems with it too much, so I can't think of any issues you guys might have with this. And then date trade log is when you go to your dashboard and you click one of these sections, day, week, month, year, it sorts through your trade log, which is every single trade you take and have stored, and it moves those over to date trade log. So you can see these are today's. I only have today's in this journal right now, so it's not the best description. But the reason I'm doing this is so when you come over here, these formulas are only getting applied to the day itself, not to everything. So that's just for performance. So you shouldn't have to touch date trade log. You shouldn't have to touch formulas. You might have to go in and delete something from trade log every once in a while, just if you accidentally duplicate it. And then the same thing is true for the master journal. So let me just do this real quick. Set this to a 3. Save to journal. I hope it works. Yeah, it works. So this is, it literally is just copying and pasting the page over. You have the trade stuff here. So this is all your trade information. These are all the tag information. And then P&L and adjusted P&L. And then if I were to come over here and adjust this one, say I thought I made 90 ticks on that trade, or should have, go ahead and save it. Come over. You can see that it duplicated, right? So these are the same day. So if you accidentally did that or whatever, you can delete. So if this one's wrong, you can delete this. So I'm clicking A1, bringing it all the way over, delete, or you can delete these rows. So highlight all the rows, delete rows 1 through 7. So let's say this is the one you want to keep. Obviously, I don't want to keep that, so I'm just going to delete these rows. And then come back here. Cool. So I think that's all the functionality that needs to get covered. Other than that, it seemed pretty intuitive. I guess setting it up might be a little difficult. If it's shared with you for the first time, what you have to do is click a button. So like these are button, the timestamp, add to trade log is a button, clear date is a button. So just click a button and it'll prompt you to authorize the app script stuff. So the prompt pops up, it's nice and big, and you have to click the tiny print in the corner, in the left corner, to go through with authorizing it anyways. It'll say, the wording will be something like allow anyway, or like dismiss the potential threats and continue. There's no malware in here. I'm not that good. So cool. So I think that's everything so far that isn't needed to know. Let's go ahead and start reviewing. I took like 6 trades today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took 7 trades. Oh, it says it right here. I took 7 trades today. I was a lot more patient. It was a very good day. I mean, I made $200, so it's not like a crazy win, but it was on one contract, and every trade I took I was pretty confident in, which is good. Good stuff. So let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna turn Led Zeppelin down. You know, he has good music until he makes you just like listen to him moan for 10 minutes. You know, it's not the best. All right. So go ahead and close this one. This is I hope there's no emails on here. Now we're good. So this is what the prop group is doing. So we're still setting it up and whatnot, but basically the idea here is everybody has their own folder, and these are the journals. So everyone can like copy their journal, put it in their folder, and then from there, everyone else can view it, but only you can edit it. And that's just kind of good for accountability. And then it's also good for Fat Cat to go and like check in on people's notes and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go and close this. And we're going to start. So the first one is at 10 minutes, 33 seconds. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit more, because now it's the Doors, and they're better. So I shorted it here at 76. What we're looking at is we've had a large reclaim down, or it's not necessarily a reclaim, maybe it is to the left side, but right now it's just a large push down into the low of days, into the low of the day. This You're a Manager thing is really in the way. I don't really care. I guess we're watching it like this. So we've pushed into the low of day, and what we have here is a large push that gets instantly taken back, and then it continues to chop down, and then we have another large push which breaks through the low and creates a new low of day, and then instantly comes back again, and from there we now have a break of these lower highs, and it's not a flush, right? It's a pretty nice steady chop walk up. So kind of at this point, what I'm seeing here is I don't think this is really a slip, but it is a abnormally quick move to the upside, testing the top of this range. So my trade here was betting that it's not going to break into the reclaim yet. So we'll watch it again. So it took a little bit of heat. I'm actually going to turn I'm going to mute it. It took a little bit of heat. I think it was a 1-to-1 trade. Where do I want to go? Might do this. So the first trade, okay, so it took 3 ticks of heat, but it was a 4-tick win. It was a nice trade. Let me see. Let's watch it again. So really, at this point is when I should be getting in. I know it's like a second later, but when I jump in, no, I disagree. I take that back. There is a good amount of stalling here. The selling is coming in quite heavily, so I do think this is a good entry. You do get kind of a lame second push here that really has no follow through. It would have been an extra tick of entry though, so I'm not worried about that. Then it was a nice quick exit. So that was a very good trade. This is a mean favor. I don't think it slipped on my entry. I would consider that a slip favor. It didn't leave holes, so it wasn't like it didn't leave any zeros in here, but it didn't slip, no. So no slip, mean favor, trade type, scalp, management, good. Oops, let's hide this one again. Mean, slip, and trade type. So I made a different journal for this other guy, Chewy, and he has different tags that he uses. I don't think I might have saved the tags wrong on mine. Journal entry, mean slip trade type management, mean slip trade type management, mean slip trade type management. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought I made a mistake. I've been fixing the journal all afternoon. Because it was broken somehow. Anyway, notes. So on this one, nice quick entry. It was a good mean favor trade. It was nice. I was being very selective. I mean, I don't really need to write too much more. The exit was good as well. Alright. And then rating, I'm going to give that one a 3. I thought it was good. Adjusted P&L. So let's see. I shorted here. I could... And it stalls, right? Now, there isn't... I mean, a 41 buys came through, but I probably... Let's see. So I'm not going to adjust the P&L, and I actually think my exit was really good. This is quite a big stall. I'm sure it does go down quite a lot farther. I don't really remember, but my exit was good. It was a nice momentum move. The next trade, I'll check it out. Okay. 1750. Yeah. I might have not recorded this one correctly. That's what it looks like to me. That's unfortunate. Well, it took two... it was a 2-tick trade. Actually, this trade was... that's unfortunate it didn't record because I believe it was this one. No, it was the next one. Okay. Yeah, so this one didn't record. It was a long. So let's look at the chart here. And when did I take that trade? I entered it at 10/6/26. What time is it now? I don't have a time displayed. 54, 5, 10, 15. So it is a mean favor. What was my entry? My entry was... I don't show it here. That's fair. Let's go and look at trade log. My entry was 77.25. So I got in a tick below where it is right now. So that is a mean favor. You can see that it's going into this tiny range. It's a... Let's rewatch it here. There's a big quick push down. I imagine I get in right here. 18, 14. Yeah, so that's 20 seconds. So this is my entry right here, 77.25. You have... It's a big... or a quick push down into these... into this kind of like flat area here with a lot of support. Even going back farther, there's support. So that's a good long, nice, mean favor. So mean favor. I don't know if there's a slip, so I'm just going to say none. It's a scalp again. All my trades today were scalps. Management was good. And then notes. Didn't record. Alright, great. Hopefully I recorded some of these trades, not just the first one. This one was a 3. Let's go and watch it a little bit farther. And this was a long. So I got out there, so 25 to 70, 25, 50, yeah, so I got out here at 75, and I'm glad I got out because if when you have these aggressive pushes down, what I'm looking for is a quick reversion with momentum back into the mean. And we only got that for 2 ticks here. If we were going to get more, it should have happened really quickly, but it didn't. So taking it off was good. You know, maybe I could have gotten a couple more ticks. It actually doesn't look like it, though. It looks like it's going to dump here. So that trade was good. The next one, 10, 29, 36. There we go, Brock. So this trade, I fucked up a little bit. I did something on Jigsaw where, I'll just show it. I'm taking it along, so it slips down. There's so much, it's pressing like crazy at 58.25, so I wanted to take a stab into it. This is the perfect opportunity. I jump in, 57, take a little bit of heat, that's totally fine. It rips up. I try to get out here for 4 ticks, but I use my hotkey instead of my mouse, and it puts it where I know I'm not going to get filled. It puts it at the top tick. So then I grab it and try to move it down, and it fucking just... First my Jigsaw freezes a little bit, freezes for like a half second, and then it gives me a pop-up, which not only covers the DOM, but further freezes it and makes it confused. So it could have been a 4-tick trade, or it could have been a 4-tick trade. I ended up getting a tick just to get out of it, right? Because at that point I was not watching. I don't know what's going on. So this one could have been 4 ticks. I'm gonna give it a 2. Should I give it a mistake? I'm gonna give it a 2. So it could have been 4 ticks. Is that right, or could it have been 3? No, it could have been 4. Yeah, it would have been 4. Where do I want to go? So it could have been 4 ticks. Fat fingered some shit. But besides from that, it's a nice... Now it's not super mean favory. You know, I'm not getting in at like 50, 55, 50s, which would be more obviously a mean favor. However, from 10.29, 11 to 10.29, 36, so about like 25 seconds or so, it's holding up here, and it's pressing this area really heavily. So we do get this quick breakout. This is technically on a very short time frame a mean favor trade. Slip pushes down here. It does slip. Slip favor. Oh, I need to change these. So I'll call it with for now. These are the names of... I'm just going to change it now. It's going to bother me. Let's just do just this with. There we go, look at that. Slip mid. That's not a thing. Slip against. Control C. Control V. Okay. Fan-fucking-tastic. Save. And, yeah, I'm gonna have to reload it. I'm gonna screenshot this so I can, copy all this over because I'm gonna have to reload it and it's gonna go away. And then I have to do conditional formatting here and change this word to favor, this one to against. And then there should still be a none. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So now let me copy over the other shit. So this was favor, 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 good, good, 3, 3. The notes, I'm not going to write them over. Scalp, scalp. So this was slip, none, favor. And this one was a 2, and it could have been 4 ticks. Fan-fucking-tastic. It was a scalp. The management was good. I'm glad I got out of it quickly, rather than holding to see if I can get my money's worth out of it again. That's something that I definitely would have done, like, a couple months ago. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Because that's just, because then if it does go against me, I'd get pissed off. And it's just no good. Alright. So this is the trade again. So, yeah, it is a little early. This is more of like a mean mid. Do I have that on here? Yeah, I'm going to give this a mean mid. Because it did hold up here for about 20 seconds, but we are quite obviously in the middle, right? So 50, you know, anything below where I got in really would be better. Like 56.50s and lower would be really good. What are we on now? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think something to note on this day that I'm doing, which is helpful for me, is just being like in the Discord group and kind of chatting and chilling, really. You know, not pushing it so hard. That's definitely helpful for me. And it just kind of makes the whole mood lighter, which keeps my trades a little bit more confident, keeps me mentally in check. Yeah, and I took less trades today, and I did better. You know, P&L wise is, you know, it's fine. If I was trading the same amount of contracts that I normally would be trading, which is like 3, and this would have been $600, so that would be very good, right? Obviously. So next one. I think I'm already on it. Yeah. So this is a 10-minute chart. Just, you know, we've been ranging for days, and we have this large time frame wick up, which gets immediately taken back, which is the same type of action that happens on a 3-second chart, or any chart for that matter, probably. However, within this wick, you can see a single green candle, which is immediately taken back. So that's in my opinion a sign of a longer time frame down move, which is what I'm saying here. So this short, let's watch that again. Okay, so we just top ticked at 61. We are pretty largely out of this range. We've extended to the upside, maybe a point or so here, and we've taken the rest of this reclaim. So this isn't really reclaim. There's a good bit of support here, and like, what is it, 61.50 maybe. So that's what I'm looking at right now. And we come over, big push up. It's kind of stalling here. Let me just, I need to stop pausing it. So the stall here, gonna slow it down. So there's a big push up, 13.24. So it was at 13, now it's at 24, so a 9 hit. Or an 11, excuse me. And it's coming back down, it's stalling in. And then when it comes back up, 25. Right, so only a 1 lot came through. And then the selling is getting, let's just watch it again. So the selling is really picking up, right? A 20 lot came in on the market sell and only a 1 lot top ticked here. And then it's also spreading a little bit towards the downside. So this is a quick entry and it immediately works in my favor and I get out immediately for, I think it was 4 ticks. Let me get this back to normal. So I think it was 4 ticks. Oh, it was 5. This is such a strong, or this is such a fast move that no matter how much it continues from here, I'm not going to adjust it in the P&L, solely because this is too fast for me to manage. So, sure, you know, maybe I could have gotten an extra 100 points. Who cares? You know, because this was the first quick move, and then it stalls a little bit, and from there, you know, a 4 lot moved. A 4 lot came through here and moved it, you know? So this is so thin that we can easily have a huge flush up to the upside. So I'm glad I got out where I did. That works for me. So where are we? We're here. 3. Good. Scalp. Slip. I don't know. I missed it. So I don't think it slipped. No, that was not a slip. So no slip. But it is a mean favor. Cool. The next trade here. Let's check it out. Now, watching this, I don't think I should be taking it long here. I don't know if I do or not. I assume it doesn't come in for another 10 seconds or so. Because I set it to 20 seconds. The timestamps are set to 20 seconds before. If you can read. So, right here does not look like a good long. Because there's it looks like a good amount of run below. So here it starts running. Kind of a sad attempt. Let's see if it gets a second push. It doesn't, and then I get long. I don't think I gave it enough time. I think it's going to continue to run here. Let's rewatch it, actually. So ignoring the trade itself, let's just watch the price action. Comes down 59.75 and breaks through it on kind of a sad attempt of a push lower. But it's also, the buying is not really there. Then it starts walking down. The buying is still really not there, and now it's starting to pick up, but to the downside. So I take a loss. I know this one did end up working out. I don't really think there was any entry here for me. So I'm glad I got out really quickly. So I mean, it could have been, you know, a good trade, but there's not really anything here for me to get in on. I mean, I would have to get in now, and let me slow this down actually. So 2 lot hits. I mean, I guess that's 2 lot hits. We come back down, and the buying is so. I'll rewatch it again. this 2-lot hits, the buying starts coming in a little bit heavier, and then we get this shimmy back down to 59.25, which is then followed. So right here you can see that it starts selling at 59.50. That's a good sign to me, but I'm already out at this point, so it doesn't matter. But I could probably get filled here 59.25. Yeah, I would have gotten filled. And it's starting to buy, it's starting to look good. It's selling 59.50, which is good, and then it rips up. So that would have been 59.25 too. But then I need to watch this in normal speed if I want to judge when I should have, or when I would have gotten out. 59.25 gets in about now, and that would be my exit here, probably 4 ticks. I think it looks pretty good to hold for a bit longer, but I don't want to oversell what I could have done. So I think 4 ticks is probably what I would have taken. So I'm going to go ahead and say adjusted P&L 4. This is a mean favor trade. Slip, I don't know. I don't think so. No, it does not slip. I was just a little too skittish on this, and rightfully so, because there's quite a bit of downside to it. Yeah. So slip, none, scalp. The management wasn't. I don't need to adjust it necessarily, so I'm gonna call it good. But I'm gonna give it a 2, and that's just because I kind of missed a few key things, like it bottom ticking here on 2 contracts, and then market selling coming in at 59.50. So it's pressing here. There's pressing here with this kind of shelf right here. So that's kind of a tiny combo run, sort of. So give it a 2. That works for me. This is the one that I know that was a mistake. I don't know if giving it a 2 is really correct. If I don't give it a 2, then it doesn't count in the adjusted P&L, so I'll do that. That's fine. Anyway. So now we're on the 5th one. Or 6th one. Something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Make sure I'm on normal speed. Yeah. So I was not quick enough here. You had all this pressing, breaks through, takes the liquidity, immediately reverts. I was hunting it. I missed it though. I take a bit of a late entry, which is kind of your shimmy back entry, which is also fine. But I do take a little bit of heat. So it worked nicely. Let me rewatch it and not fucking yap through the whole thing. So that's what I wanted. Obviously, that's too fast. I yapped again. Hold on. There's the shimmy back. You only get 9 contracts hit, 10, and then this immediately it just gets taken. So that looks good. And this looks fine as well. I'm totally fine with that. Then it just goes. But I got out potentially a little early. What did I get out for? I got out at 58. Yeah, so I got out at 58.50. No, that's a good exit. I'm okay with that. I mean, I could have gotten 1 or maybe 2 more ticks, but I got the one directional move. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that It was a mean favor. It didn't slip. If I got the first fill, it would have been a slip favor. But I got the shimmy back entry, which is also fine. The reason I was willing to take this an extra point above where I wanted it in the first place is because it's quite a large range at this point. It's from 6450 to 5650. Well, I guess at the time it would be 57. So, this entire thing, we're at the bottom of it, and then large scale. So it just looked good. I don't know what the longer time frame looked like. I don't have it in here. Anyway, non-trade slip or scalp, excuse me. Good management 3. And I'm not gonna adjust that one. It was good. So on this trade, 1, 2, 3. Is this all my trades today? Yeah. So after this trade, I took a break because this one got my heart racing a little bit. Rightfully so. It's in a bit of a sketchy area. It is a good trade. It is a little more aggressive, just in the fact that this could run down and then break here, which runs down, which then goes through this reclaim. So this could be a very fast move into my stop, pretty much. This would be it. If this was wrong, it probably would have hit my stop. So I guess it's kind of rightfully so that it got me a little nervous on it. However, I wanted to not push it so much today. Like not push as much as I can. There's no reason to do that. So after this trade, I took a break because it kind of got me pumping a little bit. So good trade. Then the final one. Then so at this point, I'm up 175. I took 5 trades or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I took 5. Where the fuck did the 7th one come in? Oh, you know what? I don't think it's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, we'll find out. Was that at 1047? 1048.09? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. 50. Now I'm lost. Okay, anyway. Oops, we're already there. So this is the last trade I took. So it's pressing like crazy here. We've been in a huge downtrend all day. Let's see what goes on. Ticks through, holds it. It's not getting shoved right back down. Breaks up on pretty thin selling. Comes right back in, gives me a shimmy back entry. It's overextended, so that was kind of the end of the, where I feel like it should have been 58.25s, and then it gets extended even farther. I miss it the first time. So I get my original price, 58.50. Comes in, works immediately, and I'm out. And that was a good trade. Again, even after the breaks, this is 11.29. Well, the last trade was 10.47. So it's like a 45-minute break. Even with that, this trade kind of got me a little worked up. So I decided to stop there for the day. It was a nice mean favor trade. My entry. It wasn't a slip. A favor, none. Scalp. Good. and 3. And that was a good trade. I don't... Now it is stalling. I feel like I can... It's gonna go through 57.50s. Let's see if it does. It's really stalling. I wouldn't want to hold on this. I'm glad I got out. Even if it does go through 50, which it does. So, I mean, I guess technically, if I wanted to, I could adjust the P&L and say I could have grabbed 58, 50, 4, 5, I mean, potentially 5 ticks instead of 2, but the amount that was stalling is not something I would want to hold in. And then it came back on my entry, right? So so it immediately worked. I got 2. If I really wanted to be ballsy, I could get in again here. I'm not going to adjust my P&L though. So, cool. I'm going to go and save this to the journal. You can now see it looks like this. And that's everything. See ya.